Kia ora, it's Ruth here and welcome to my backyard in Christchurch, and this is for my Gladiator challenge final weigh-in for the Shed Wars this week. So I've just joined a week-long challenge, seeing what I get from the garden. I've realised as I've gone through the week, I've really enjoyed weighing Friday to Friday to see what we've actually got, but also realised we just pick what we eat. We're going away this weekend. It's a long weekend in New Zealand, which is absolutely fantastic and exciting, but it's meant I've realised I'm not going to do a massive pickup because I don't have time to do any of the preserving or any of the freezing or just have a big group of people around to eat. So there's currently 3 of us that live at home. So this is a week of what we've eaten with 3 people at home, plus we started doing a whole lot of apples as well. So what I'll quickly do is I'll just show you some of the things around the garden that we've picked, and then I'll show you the weights that we've got for this week. So here goes, this is what we've got in our garden currently that we've been picking. Firstly, beans, lots and lots of beans. We've got 3 different types of beans going. We've got our butter beans, which are bush beans. We've got our scarlet runners, and we have got our green bush beans as well. And so we have been doing a lot of picking of these, which has been fantastic. What I've realised I really love is I really love just chopping them up and having them in a container for morning tea. Really great for snacking on. So we've been having a lot of beans this week. It's also been a great week for tomatoes. Our tomatoes have suddenly started ripening outside the glass house as well as inside. So here is our tomatoes, which just looks like a green overgrown mess. This one I can't pick yet. Nearly there, a little bit more colour. We've just picked all of the other tomatoes, but it's really nice. We've got all of these going. And then if I take you inside the glass house, all our tomatoes in here are starting to colour up nicely as well. I've just done a big picking, which is why they're primarily green in here still. And our little lettuce towers. Tomatoes and beans have been one of the things, or 2 of the things that we've been picking lots of. We've also, while I'm in here, picked 2 cucumbers. Sadly, I hadn't realised and the cucumber plant had flopped. So I just pulled it back up this morning and it's got a bit of a bend. It's looking okay actually though, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, we've got another chilli, which is very nearly ready to be picked, still a little bit too green. Another thing that we eat a lot of is kale. So here's one of our little kale forests. We've got the curly kale and the Nero kale. We've got a big kale tree over here. Again, this is curly kale. Look at the difference in the leaf sizes just because we've fed this garden a little bit more. So we've been having a lot of that. Show some lovely flowers along the way. Sadly, we haven't had much silver beet. We've had lettuce from here as well, which is our non-bolted lettuce, our cost lettuce. But our spinach over here has bolted, which again is just because of the crazy weather we've had. It's planted in the shade under our peach tree, which I thought, yes, won't bolt, trying to grow spinach in summer. No, weather still definitely impacts that. So last couple of things we've been picking has been the apples. So we did a bit of a thin, but not enough of a thin. And so we've been doing kind of like a second thinning. Normally our apples aren't ready until April, so I wasn't expecting them to have the flavour to be too good yet. But they're actually really good. So here's our apple tree. And the apples are pretty okay size, but they really should get to about double that size. But as you can see, there's still not much codling moth, which is really exciting. So we've done one thin of the lower ones. We need to do some higher ones. So we've got a whole lot of them that have been picked. And then down here are our berries. We've got our blueberry bushes and our strawberry bushes, which are going really well. And this, starting all the way here, going all the way along, is our first year we've had a boysenberry. And we've had 3 on it, which we decided we'd just leave. We've eaten 2 of them, probably picked them a little bit early, but we've had those in there too. So those are what we've been picking this week. There's probably some more things we could pick, but as I said, I'm not willing to let food go to waste because we're going away and we can't do anything with it. So I'll get to our graph and show you what we've been getting with our numbers. If you've seen one of my earlier videos, I showed you this, how I'm recording all my produce. Currently I'm in week 11 of recording and I've actually really loved this. So thank you Shed Wars for getting me to record everything that I've been growing. It's been really interesting. Number 1, seeing which weeks, because I've got the dates, I've been starting to pick things, which I know is going to really help me going forward in future years. Also just the interest of global warming. We'll see whether things jump forward or how they go. So that is week 11. But because this doesn't include eggs, I've done some other recording down here just for the Gladiator challenge. So you can see that I've had, this is in grams, 7,769 grams of apples, 582 of kale, 2,103 of tomatoes, 520 bush beans, 25 grams of herbs, 304 lettuce, 751 runner beans, 499, didn't quite crack the 500 for strawberries, 76 blueberries, cherry tomatoes 101, cucumbers 449, and boysenberries 8, which for grams leaves me in a total of 13,187 grams, which equals just over 13 kgs. And for you Americans who do not do grams and kgs, I've done it for you, so it's 29 pounds, which I'm quite happy with. It's been quite cool figuring out that just in a week in our grams and kgs, I've had 13 kgs of produce from my garden. And if I show you up here for so far in the garden, 76 kgs, which is really exciting. It's really cool to know how much can come from such a little spot. So thank you for watching my entry into Shed Wars. If you're in New Zealand, have a wonderful long weekend. I hope you get some really good weather and enjoy another break to start the year. Everyone else, enjoy your weekend too, and we will catch you in the next video. I look forward to seeing the other Gladiator challenges. Ka kite!